Charleston County School District is reviewing fiscal maintenance within charter schools after a report showed excessive high and low fund balances.
Caitlin Ashbaugh breaks down the report and response after sitting down with financial staff and charter administrators.
$87 million goes into supporting charter schools and CCSD. $8 million more will be added to the pot in this year's proposed budget from the General Operating Fund.
Those dollars ultimately come from taxpayers, and so they need to be good fiscal stewards of those funds, just as the school district.
Prentice advised the review of fund balances in 9 schools. Those balances are the calculation of spendable or non-spendable resources available to a school.
There's a lot of inconsistencies in that sense, and it tells me that from an accountability standpoint, we're seeing varying degrees of fiscal responsibility and fiscal practice, and then we're also seeing different approaches to how schools are administering their budgets.
His report shows several either excessively above or below 8.3%, the state's required threshold. Greg Mathis Charter, for example, held a 0.49%, while Orange Grove Charter logged the highest, sitting at just over $19 million, or 145%.
Perception, you see a huge fund balance like that, and you're like, oh, why isn't that money being spent on whatever program? And that is because you've got to set yourself up as a business.
Orange Grove was a traditional school converted into a charter. Built in 1963, Clendaniel said it would take a multi-million-dollar project to repair. The district is not responsible for providing buildings under charter agreement.
The district can put us on a bond referendum, but you don't see that happening a lot, and that unfortunately is a shame because there's a lot of inequity when it comes to quality of facilities.
Charters are publicly funded and independently managed. Internal boards often will monitor processes like fund balances and report to the district as needed. The district says it only holds oversight of charters during the renewal process or in the event of a revocation. Both district staff and charter admin grow concerned over inequities, advocating transparency on both sides of the coin.
Any type of regulation or legislation that would increase accountability would be, and transparency would be good. I know certain components of that seek to require the charter school to provide certain information on their website publicly in a consistent manner.
There could be some action where there's money set aside for facilities, or giving charter schools the ability to get on bond referendums, or at least have a seat at the table.
In South Carolina, charter interest does continue to grow. 89 letters of intent were sent in 2025 across the state, with 33 applications submitted, one being to CCSD. The district says it hasn't accepted a charter in several years, but it does not plan to stop receiving applications. In Charleston, Caitlin Ashbaugh, Live 5 News.